Hello everyone, and welcome back to AC Gaming. I decided to show you classes in the game, and I showed you Paladin, Ranger, Fighter, Cleric and Druid, plus Mage with Specialists and Sorcerers. This time, let me show you starting from a Thief. There we go. Doesn't matter, I wouldn't create a complete character, I'm just... Yeah, human, because humans got other races I will show you later on, but because humans got all the classes available. Yeah, so we looked at Fighter, Ranger, Paladin, Cleric, Druid, Mage, and Sorcerer. So, now let's get to Thieves, very important class in the game, so... Thief is the one who will disarm traps, set traps, open locks, pickpockets, detect illusions, backstabs, hide in shadows, move silently. That's all Thief. That's the description of the classic Thief. And we have class features, yeah? Studded leather is your maximum, but there will be cool studded leathers. So Thief doesn't have to go with melee weapon like a fighter. No, that's not that type of class. So better if you will give a Thief a crossbow, bow, sling or dart, or a dagger, throwing dagger, and melee weapon only in case of a backstabbing. Only one slot available for a Thief, yes. Yeah. 40 level 1 and then 25 each level for his thieving skills that you can see. Yep, backstab. Backstab is a cool thing, so after 13th level is multiplied to 5. Which is amazing. Yep. And then we'll see the kits for what is set snare, which is trap. Of course, it's much better developed in 3rd edition, but we are in 2nd, so we got what we got. That's the damage and what a snare does. Yep. From 11th level, there you go, from 16th. And after level 21. But that's Baldur's Gate 2 or nearly Throne of Baal. Well, Baldur's Gate 2 it will be. You can't be lawful good thief, no. Yeah, dexterity is the main characteristic. Okay, that's a classic thief for you. We had plenty of thieves. Safana is a thief, Imoen is a thief. I showed you in previous game Alora in Baldur's Gate City. Ski is a thief, yeah, but she's the worst. Ski is an NPC character in Siege of Dragonspear, same as Imoen. You can't take them to the party. Okay, let us see the kits, yeah. Assassin. So, Assassin is a killer. Yeah, it is. And if you want to be an assassin, you definitely have to put all your points into hide in shadows and move silently, of course. Backstab ability reaches... Ooh. Yeah, there we go. But that's later, obviously. My poison weapon. Assassin can. Yeah, that's amazing. Plus, if you have Dagger of Venom. Oh, I showed you Dagger of Venom. Yeah. That's Assassin is cool, but there is a big disadvantage. I will show you later on. So that's what poison weapon does. You can read and pause. So, and that's during the levels, yeah? 5th level, better, from 9th, look. 18 seconds. But save versus death, saving throw, negates on -1. Yeah, cool. 13th level, it's only Baldur's Gate 2, guys. Yep. That's advantages which are awesome. Awesome, absolutely. For backstabbing, that's what you need. But disadvantages, look. May only distribute 15 skill points per level among thieving skills. So what you do, you invest only in hide and shadows and move silently till the highest level possible. So 15 points, so 10 points to hide and shadows, 5 to move silently. Next level, 10 to move silently, 5 to hide in shadows, and so on and so on. That's what you need. Plus you will have boots that will increase your hide and thieving boots. I will show you later on, yeah, which ones I meant. And obviously the armor, shadow armor +3. That black one for a thief, that only thieves can use. That's perfect for assassin. And dagger of venom, plus on the top more poison you can put with this skill ability, assassin's ability. So it will be even more poison. But wouldn't work against those who are immune to poison. Anyway, that's assassin. Let's go further. Bounty hunter. This thief is specialized, apart from set snare, special snare. It can set special snare. Yeah, on the top of the normal snare. So that's bounty hunter. In Baldur's Gate 2, guys, those of you who know, you know, will be from beginning of the game, one bounty hunter available. That will be with us for the most of the game in Baldur's Gate 2, but that's later. So, if you are bounty hunter yourself, you don't need that character. Obviously, that's the kit description. And that's advantages. Yep. Plus 15 set snare. Special snare ability, yeah. Set special snare. Yeah, that's what it does. Grow more powerful with bounty hunter's level. Yes, that's true. And can only be triggered by enemies. We know that. Well, if you didn't, you do now. And what it does from level 1. Missile damage. That's special snare. You can put them all together with normal snares. 11th level. Holds target. So target is held. And 16th level, Oteluk's Resilience Sphere. Which is crap, because you can't damage enemies when this sphere is active. 21st level, mazes the target. Well, it's up to you. Maze is cool, but depends. May only distribute 20, not 25 skill points per level among thieving skills, which is not a big disadvantage, I would say, compared to assassins. Still less, but you know. Okay, let's go further. Swashbuckler. Right, Swashbuckler is a fighting thief. It cannot backstab at all. No. No. It cannot backstab. It would be no multiplier. But instead, you will have 2 slots. Yeah? Instead of 1 that is normal for each thief. 2 slots. That's advantages for you. Armor class first level plus additional every 5 levels. So armor class. It's a fighting thief, obviously. Yeah. Also, my special 2 slots in any melee weapon available to thieves. So 2 slots. May place 3 slots onto 2 weapon styles. So if you have 2 short swords or 2 long swords plus 2 weapon style, you put 3 slots. That's a classic, like ideal fighting. Thief. But disadvantages, guys. May not use backstab ability, as I said to you before. That's the only disadvantage. So, it's a proper fighting thief. With all the thieving abilities, fine. You got 25 per level, which is cool. But you cannot backstab. That's the only thing. Plus all your thieving abilities, plus you fight better. For a thief. That's Swashbuckler. And Shadow Dancer. Who is a Shadow Dancer? I never played for Shadow Dancer, so... yeah, it's cool stealth abilities. Well, sounds pretty cool. Plus 10% bonus to hide in shadows and move silently. Hide in plain sight. A Shadow Dancer may hide in shadows even while being observed. Ho ho! That's not too bad, huh? It's probably that in ambush area, last one. Hooded man sent that assassin who was escaping and Dinaher killed him with fireball. Probably that was a Shadow Dancer. May cast Shadow Swap once per day. Gains 1 use at level 5 and an additional use every 5 levels. Shadow Step, yeah, thereafter. And that's what Shadow Step is. 7 seconds, what other? Ah, it's like a time stop. Kind of. Cast spells? Interesting. I need to try and play for that kind of thief, really. I never tried yet. Slippery Mind plus 1 bonus to saving throws. Disadvantages. Oh, quite a lot. Restricted to any non-lawful, which is not a disadvantage, really. You can still be neutral good. -1 to backstab multiplier compared to an unlike thief, so there we go. 1 to 4, no multiplier. Level 5, yeah, so less. Still cool, but less. May only distribute 20 skill points per level, 30 at level 1. Among thieving skills. May not use set snare ability, which is fine. It's I mean, I don't normally use it if I'm not bounty hunter. Aha! Ah, dual classing. You need. Yeah, so that was thieves for you. Okay. Thieves, now let's choose a bardic photo. You don't have to do that, I'm just showing you, like. Oh, yeah, there we go, Eldoth. Doesn't matter. Yeah, humans can only be bards in 2nd edition, or I think maybe half-elves as well, I'm not sure, need to double check. Yeah, bard, let's go through bards again. So, and here, I want to remind you, like I did in similar videos, explainer videos for previous game, bard is a little bit of everything. As a thief, it only can pickpocket. As a mage, and it can cast magic spells, fine, but you only get 3 slots maximum per magic level. 3 spell slots. It wouldn't be like 4, 5 or more. No, it wouldn't be, unless you put special rings on or cloaks that will plus that. But bard can use bardic instruments that are only available for a bard. Plus bard can sing songs that do certain bonuses. For example, classic bard when sings songs, morale failure, protects against morale failure. Jack of all trades but master of none. That's very true. That's who bards are. Also, the best lore bard has, 10 per level. You don't need to waste first magic level spell slots for a mage to identify items. Yeah, bard on high levels will compensate that, I promise you. And class features. Classic bard, yeah? But I wouldn't wear any armor for a bard if you want to cast spells. Yeah. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to cast arcane spells. Yeah, one slot, but any weapon. One slot in any weapon class. Any, even two-hander. Yeah. Even halberd. But seriously, you will melee fight with a bard? I wouldn't. Yeah, from level 2 arcane spells. May use bard ability while active. The bard song has the following effects: restore morale, even when the morale is failed and your characters run in panic. Make sure it's not a bard himself. Then you can sing a song and it will all be gone. Protection from fear. Yeah, that's what it does, the classic bard song. Restricted to neutral only. Any neutral. So you can be neutral good, any of 3 neutrals, or neutral evil. Yeah. Anyway, let's go to kit. See what kit's part has. So you can be blade subclass. Who blades are? So it's a fighting bard blade. Yep. I think the ready blade will be in Baldur's Gate 2. Yeah, and ready Skald, Voglin. I need to show you Voglin, who we left at the camp. Yeah, Voglin is a Skald. Ready blade will be in Baldur's Gate 2. And Jester, I would choose... Well, wait a sec. Let's see who blades are. Advantages. May place 3 slots in 2 weapon style, obviously, yeah? So, it's worth to take some blades like short swords and fight with them, if you want to be a fighting bard. May use offensive spin, defensive spin abilities once per day, gains 1 use every 4 levels thereafter. So what offensive spin does when active? Yeah. Plus 2 bonus to hit and damage rolls, as well as an extra attack per round. Maximum damage. Oh. Yeah, it's a typical fighting bard. Defensive spin during the next one. Armor class. To a maximum of plus 10, which is minus if we talk about armor class. The less the better, yeah? Disadvantages, only has 1/2 the normal lore value. Yep. So that's not the bard for identification. Bear in mind, only has 1/2 of the normal pickpocket skill, and not for that. So it's a really fighting bard, yeah? I would choose Jester. Disadvantages, none. So, it has all the classic bard has, but slightly different and better. I always, when I want to play for a bard, I choose Jester. This bard is well written, huh? Distract and confuse his enemies, yeah. Ultimately during combat. Do not mistake him for a true fool, however, he can also be quite deadly. Advantages, the Jester song does not help allies. Instead, every opponent within 30 feet must save once per round to avoid failing under the certain effects. First level. Enemies must save versus spell with plus 2 bonus or be confused. Awesome. Yeah, and then only 15th level. Enemies must save that plus 2 will be confused and must save versus spell to and slowed, but that's 15th, that's Baldur's Gate 2 only. So, Baldur's Gate 1 and Siege of Dragonspear, it confuses the enemies instead of giving buffs to your party. My favorite bard, honestly, I always choose Jester. None disadvantages, plus you got this. That's awesome. The best subclass out of bards. 20th level. Same. Must say unconscious and must say to be slowed. So after 20th, it's confused, slowed plus unconscious. That's fantastic. In Baldur's Gate 2, I'm telling you, Jester is yes, yes, and yes. You got the same lore, same pickpockets, no disadvantages at all. The best bard, guys. Strictly recommend. And you got Scald. 1/4 of normal pickpocket score, that's disadvantages. So it's not for picking pockets, but the Nordic bard. From Norway? No, from Icewind Dale. Luskan, for example. Yeah. Yeah, so it's Voglin is a scout, so I need to leave someone in the camp and show you the characters I haven't showed yet, apart from evil ones. Evil ones, that will be totally separate game. Not complete walkthrough, but bits and bobs. Certain... It will be much shorter, like, kind of walkthrough, but... I wouldn't do it as precise as I do now. But I want to show you how evil party looks like. So the Skull Song is different from the typical bards and varies with level. First level grants LS +2 bonus to hit and damage rolls and a plus bonus to armor class. So yeah, if you will forget about picking pockets, lore is the same. Yeah, it's definitely better than... See, they're all cool, really. But if you want to be fighting bard, why, when you have normal fighters and other classes that are much better for that? Yeah. Blade would be the last I would choose. Yeah, first would be Jester, then Skald. Because look, it's also cool. I just never played for a Skald. +4 bonus to hit, that's 15th level. +4 to armor, and immunity to fear, aha. 20th level. Damage rolls and immunity to fear, stun, and confusion. That's fantastic. But if you will forget about picking pockets, because it will be pointless. Unless you will drink potions of master thievery, that also works. Yeah, so these are bards, guys. You need to try them yourself, so it's hard to explain unless I will show you. But let us move further. So, thief, bard, sorcerer we've seen, and monk. Once again, guys, if you like monks, that's fine. I'm not really. I'm not really, because you need the high, the better characteristics of strength and dexterity and constitution and wisdom. Yes, it's impossible. Well, if you will start playing for a monk plus books that you will find in first game, 3 of wisdom, and each wisdom raises, apart from dexterity, armor class for a monk. It's better with a monk to fight melee, and monk can't wear any armor. There we go. Class features, yeah? 1 slot, if you want a weapon. Monk can use a weapon, but it's more for melee fighting. That's a classic monk, yeah? Unarmed attack round, additional 3 levels damage. Yeah, look at that. At level 9, unarmed attacks are treated as +1 magical weapon. And gain +1 go to hit and damage rolls, yeah. Improves +2 at level 12, +3. Receives a +2 to saving throws versus spell. Wow. I played for a monk only a little bit, but I didn't like it. That's personally me. If you have different opinion, please write it politely in comments. Yeah, so you need as a fighter needs strength, dexterity, constitution, and wisdom. Stunning blow, there you go. That's what stunning blow does. Stunned, It's just monk receives so many hits because of no armor. But if your wisdom is high in dexterity, but you also need and strength and constitution. If you will have low hit points, it will be killed quickly. If it will have not enough strength, it will hit not enough, like not powerful enough. Becomes immune to diseases that cannot be slowed or hasted. Not hasted? Well, that's not good, is it? Not my style of playing, honestly. Immune to charm at level 9. But that's classic monk for you. Immune to poison at level 11. Another speed factor. 13th level. May use the Quivering Palm ability once per day. But 13th it will be Baldur's Gate 2. And that's what Quivering Palm, the next successful attack. Or die! Wow! That's something I didn't know, really. But no, still, I'm... On 20th level, non-magical weapons, normal weapons cannot do anything to a monk. That's something. Enlightenment restricted to lawful. Any lawful can be monk only. Alright. We read about that, and you got only 2 monks. Dark Moon Monk. So you can only be evil. +2 to detect illusion. Frozen Fist. If you want to be an evil monk. And Sun Soul Monk is Rasad. I showed you Rasad. Frozen Fist. Yeah, guys, monks you need to try if you really like, or if you're willing to try it. It's not my type of class, really, monk. But I'm not saying it's bad. God, no. It's just different type of... You need to... My lore about monks are not great, I will be honest with you, so... It's just no armor. Melee combat, no armor. That's like... Maybe it's just me. Blindness, yeah. Blur. Vampiric touch once per day. And 11th level mirror image once per day. It's pretty cool. Enlightenment restricted to lawful evil. May not use lay on hands ability. May not use stunning blow ability. Like a classic monk can. And Sun Soul Monk, that's Rasad that I showed you. That's a good monks. Only lawful good. Worshippers of Amaunator. Amaunator, which is Lathander. Yeah, but Amaunator, it's an old name. Between Lathander, Siloon, and Sune. Yeah, that's a good monks. Okay, advantages. Sun Soul Ray. Once per day. Fire damage. Every 2 caster levels. Up to maximum 5d8 damage. To a single target. Yeah, undead creatures take additional 6 points of damage. Pretty cool. 5th level. Flaming Fists once per day. No, Flaming Fists, it's not like Baldur's Gate Police, how I call them. No, No, it's not the army of balls. It's flaming fists. It's like in classic understanding of the word. And what flaming fists are? Deals additional 2d6 fire damage per hit. Next round. Duration increases. Huh? 15. 5 rounds and at level 25. This special ability automatically modifies normal attack. No weapon switching need to be done. 6th level gains additional use of Sun Soul Ray then. 8th level Greater Sun. Fire Shield red. 50% fire resistance in protecting him from attacks made within. Yeah, you can read and pause that. 10th level. Yeah. 10th level. Sun Soul Beam, Sun Soul Ray. Ah, additional. Yeah, from 13th, but that's Baldur's Gate 2. Other creatures within 15 radius. The suns does not auto hit the targets, but makes a melee attack using the monk's Thaco +3, which is to undead. Struck creatures suffer 96 points of fire damage, +3 if undead, unless they say. No, that's really cool. See, I haven't played for monks, so I can't tell you much. Sun Soul Ray. Disadvantages. Additional Sun Soul Ray. Disadvantages. Restricted to lawful good. May not use Stunning Blow ability. May not use Quivering Palm ability, like normal monk can. That's monks. Try them if you like. Might be really cool. And the final one that is added to the game only with enhanced edition thing. Shaman. Doesn't have any subclasses, just classic shamans. So basically, it's like sorcerer, but with divine spells. Instead of arcane spells, yeah? And plus ability to summon spirits. But in this ability, you should turn off the AI, particularly for your shaman. And it will be dance, you shouldn't move anything, it will dance and summon spirits. Classic shaman is that McKin goblin. I'll take it to the party, I'll show you. Studded leather, hide armor. Only bucklers. Dagger, club, spear, axe, quarterstaff, dart, sling and short bow. In any weapon class, 1 slot. May only become proficient 1 slot in fighting style. May cast druidic spells, which is, yeah, druidic, not cleric. Does not automatically learn all spells of a given level as druids or do. Instead, shamans selects new spells to learn at each level, like sorcerers for arcane, yeah? Each level which they can cast daily without memorization, same as sorcerers with their arcane spells. Gains immediate access to a number of shaman specific spells. It's like Wild Mage has that, which can be just like the other. Spirit Ward, Wraithing Fog, Spiritual Clarity, Spirit Fire, Recall Spirit, Spiritual Lock, and Either Gate. Detect Illusion skill with 20% points in 4 points per level up, the maximum of 100 at level 20. May use Shamanic Dance at will, and that's what I was telling you. That's what Shamanic Dance does. But you shouldn't move anything. Can read and pause. Maximum 75 at level 20. 75%. Any summoned spirits will disappear if the shaman moves. That's what I told you. Stops dancing or spirits leave visual range. The spirits grow in power as the shaman gains additional levels. Yep. And that's the spirits. It's similar to Totemic Druid I showed you in Icewind Dale walkthrough. Yep. Snake, Fox, Hound. Level 6 major animal spirits. Bear, Panther, Boar. Level 12 minor nature spirits. Lesser air spirit, lesser earth spirit, lesser fire spirit. Level 18 major nature spirits. Air, earth, fire. But major. Then read and pause. Sorry, yeah. Does not gain bonus spells per day from high wisdom. Ah, like clerics and druids do. Enlightenment restricted to neutral good, true neutral, and neutral evil. So, any neutrals. May not dual class or multi-class. Intelligence. Inalienable for any stronghold. This affects Shadows of Amn campaign in Baldur's Gate 2 Enhanced Edition. Yes! Shaman wouldn't have a stronghold. Any other classes will. Because Shaman was created later. After classic games of, for example, Baldur's Gate 2 Shadows of Amn. But they could create a different location, separate location for Shaman stronghold, really. Why they haven't done that, I don't know. Anyway. Yep. And that was it. I showed you all the classes available in the game. In the next videos, I will show you the races and for which race, which class available. So you know that for a human, any class available. But what about other races? We'll start from elves, half-elves, and go further. And for which race will be specific classes available. But that's in the next videos, next explainer videos. But I believe we'll get back to the walkthrough, I believe. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I hope it was enlightening for you. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and we carry on passing Baldur's Gate Siege of Dragonspear. Goodbye.